Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar. We're going to talk about Mercy, number 2, Mercandolfo. Nice art. Good cover. I looked at this for a little while after I got home, before I started reading it. I'm like looking at the way the light's coming through the hair, making the hair kind of glow. Good job. Good job on the hair right there on the cover. On that look on her face, it's not quite normal. It's not quite like a normal, everyday human sort of look. Which is fitting because that character, Helene, is not human. Now, kind of recap you on issue 1. Uh, there's a lot of shenanigans going on in this town. It's a sleepy kind of town, but it's got like a tragic and mysterious past and backstory. I'm sure you've seen towns just like this in fiction. Like they're fairly common. Stephen King writes about that kind of stuff frequently because he comes from a town like that. Presumably, hopefully without, the whole Sutter Kane thing going on. But you never know. Lady Helene and this dude here, they're not quite human. They rolled in, they're weird, especially her. She's definitely otherworldly. She doesn't quite understand what human is. They moved into this nice mansion in the town. The maid had to stay on because that's how the lease was. Or I don't know if they bought it or if they leased it or what. But those were the rules for the property. Those were the rules. So the maid wants to make breakfast for Lady Helene. The butler dude, who I forget if that's his actual title or if he's like a professor. I have a feeling he's like a professor something or other, but honestly, honestly, I don't remember his name. Even after having, read this, I don't remember his name. I don't think it really matters. He's just the guy, He's just the otherworldly guy. So he intercepts her before she can take the breakfast up there to Lady Helene. And to keep the maid out, he employs that time-honored tactic known as flirting. I insist. Don't bother yourself. Oh, really? Well, if you don't stop with such kindness, I'll be forced to repay it with dinner. Oh, but would you really? Oh, look, she's got the blush. She's all a titter, all a flutter. Clearly, this otherworldly dude has some idea of how to manipulate humans. Now, what they're doing in this town isn't exactly clear yet. There's some discussion here that, she feels like there's something hiding in the town, things like that. Basically, we're just kind of building up the mystery about who they are, what their motives are. We know they're otherworldly. We know they're connected to this weird, glowy plant thing stuff. They're probably somehow connected to, like, the town's devil that it has, to the accident from, many years before. But all that's kind of left in the lurch because we immediately go to social combat through the power of the dinner party right there. And I got to that stuff and I was like, because it was giving me, the same kind of feeling I had when I started reading War and Peace. And I get to chapter 1. Yeah, that's as far as I made it. And chapter 1 is a socialite dinner party. And I was just like, ugh. It took me weeks to make it through that because I had to summon up all my courage, all my grit, all my determination to make it through the first chapter of War and Peace. The rest of the book was easy in comparison. That first chapter, that was a doozy. Not the case here. We just jump into the dinner. We get reacquainted with the various people in town, the various characters. Including I love this bit here where she's ambushed by her kids. She's, wow, I don't remember who she is. Anyway, he's like, whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're not going to go into that because I don't really care about explaining the character dynamics here. You should read the book to understand it, but I just like this just total ambush hug of her, and she can't handle it. Stop it! Who taught you to behave like this? I loved that bit. That embarrassment at the outpouring of personal feelings and affections. It's infections, affections. I think I said infection. I meant affections, but enough affection can become infectious. So we got that going on. All right. Anyway, moving on. Uh, he's like a romantic interest, and there's also this little orphan girl, and the orphan girl gets hired to go fix one of the people's dresses, and da 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 da. And she shows up at the party uninvited and unannounced, where she shouldn't be. And then, boom! Lady Helene comes down the stairs at the dinner party. And you know what? Everything I was worried about the dinner party being a drag, about the dinner party consuming the rest of the book, because we're only at the staples right here. This is halfway through. Gone. Absolutely gone. Because the dinner party does not last long. The little orphan girl, her presence disrupts things enough that it doesn't drag on. And then it goes outside, and crazy stuff happens. I'm not going to explain the crazy stuff to you. I'm not going to tell you what the crazy stuff is, but it helps to further the entwining of the characters. Because the little girl... Oh, here. I'm just going to spoil this. Like, something that was kind of heralded in issue 1. The little girl sees the lady and thinks the lady's her mom. Now, I did take a minute and look at the freckles. I don't think the freckles are entirely consistent between this close-up and this long shot. Definitely not as consistent as the freckles and Rags, because that's super consistent. Luigi, I'm pretty sure he just meticulously puts every little dot down, just doop, 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 by hand with a car key, because that's what he draws with. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Oh my God, he draws with a car key. What kind of... Mirka's art is gorgeous. You can just look at that. She's shapely. She's beautiful. She carries her otherworldly poise. This is obviously somebody mimicking what someone in high society coming down the stairs to command the room should look like. And she maintains that facade just long enough. It's great looking. There's also these people hanging out at this campfire here in the woods. They get kind of showed and foreshadowed they foreshadow that there's something about to happen, something bigger about to happen, even as we're unraveling multiple mysteries. Because at this point, we have the mystery of the accident years ago. We have the mystery of what the town's devil is. We have the mystery of what Lady Helene and that dude are, and why they're at the town. We have the mystery of whatever it is at the town that she's sensing. We have the mystery of those people in the woods. We have the mystery of the little orphan girl's mom. The mysteries are piling up. We're just... Actually, no, I guess mysteries don't really pile up. They kind of, I think they dig, don't they? So the mystery has dug deeper, deeper, deeper. The shenanigans going on here, they're kind of weirdly... Well, I don't want to make another Stephen King reference or comparison, but, that's probably the best I can do is, it feels very much like if Stephen King was writing something and then we didn't get the bad ending. Now, of course, we're not at the end, so maybe the ending has a chance to get the twist, but the mysteries are deepening. We're building layers and layers of stuff into the characters, the relationships, the dots that connect them. Who's this person? Why does that person give this one a particular look? Stuff like that. There's lots of details through the art. I don't want to show you more of the book because I don't want to spoil anything, but you can kind of see exactly some of that. I mean, the little kid's eye right there. The instant love struck he has for her right here. The knowing distrust, he's given her a look. And it's not a good look, even without the little dot, dot, dot. We don't really need that. If you just look at that, he knows something. The dude knows something. And that's all just carried out in the art. The dot, dot, dot is completely irrelevant. I don't know why it was put in. I wouldn't have put that in. His look carries it all. Mirka's art is great. The pacing is great. I was so worried about the pacing that it was going to turn into this really boring dinner party. No, we did not have a chance to turn into a boring dinner party. And just when you're settling into that dinner party, it gets disrupted and you're thrown into the next sequence of events. It's great. It keeps the story moving along. It doesn't let anything stagnate. And it builds up the mystery of this small, circa 1880s, 1890s, whenever this is, town in the Pacific Northwest or something like that. Does it actually say where the town is? Oh, that's a great line right there. That's from the guy with Lady Helene. If you pretend long enough, you won't know how to stop. I'm pretty sure he says those exact words. Ah, look at her pouring the coffee out from a very nice cup. What a waste of coffee, man. What a waste of coffee. Mercy number 2 is intriguing and beautiful and you can probably still pick up a #1 in your store, and you should probably get on this train if you want something a little bit different in your comic books. A little bit different, and it looks great. Take care of yourselves. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Sure, see you again next time. Bye-bye.